You think it's a game?
660 with HipHopGamer.
Yo, what's up? You rockin' with the GOAT of the game, HipHopGamer, Hot 97, GGL, Global Gaming League. Look, listen, it's not every day you get a chance to talk to somebody that represents that dying light, but then also take it to the next level with Dying Light 2, Staying Human. Then takes it to the next level where we gotta go beast mode. You know what I'm saying? We going beast mode right now. I present to you the creative, the game director of the one and only Dying Light, Tymon Smektala. Yeah, you already know what it is. Yo, first of all, bro, love you, thank you, God bless you, and I appreciate your humility, your work, your craft. Man, it is an honor, bro. It is an honor just to talk to you again, man. The first question, bro, that I got for you is, they say third time's the charm. So with Dying Light the Beast, right, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of things that you wanted to do since Dying Light 1. Since Dying Light 2. What has the team been able to do and accomplish that y'all are truly proud of, that you could tell the fans right now about Dying Light the Beast? What's those things that you look back and be like, wow, we did it. Yes, let's go.
It's absolutely, since the first game where Kyle Crane was the hero, like, we wanted to bring him back. So now he's back, baby. Kyle Crane is there. And Kyle Crane is not only the survivor that you remember from the first game, but he's actually in his beast mode. And this is actually something that we always wanted to do, wanted to present the character in a way that kind of where he feels overpowered, where he feels like he can rip everything in front of him apart. And this is exactly what you get to experience in Dying Light the Beast. But we also wanted to up the level of our night experience, how scary it is, how it makes you piss your pants. Apologies for saying that.
That's all good.
And the nights are darker than ever before. They are more atmospheric, and the volatiles, the apex predators, the kings of the nights are even more scary and basically more intelligent. So they are constantly roaming around you, trying to get you. So I think, and the graphics, don't get me started, man. The graphics, I think we have leveled them up crazily. Like, it's 2025, so you have to deliver graphics on that level, right? So we have super immersive global lighting. We have weather effects that change, like the rains, the storms, but they also change the gameplay. We have improved our rendering tech, so every object in the world looks super real. It's really a treat to play.
Wow, man. Yo, now listen, I played it, bro. I played it at Summer Games Fest. Listen, let me tell you something right now, and everybody that's watching, right? There was a moment, yo, Tymon, I gotta share this with you, bro. There was a moment in the game where I'm fighting one of the bosses where they chase you, and sometimes they pick up the car and throw it at you and stuff. Bro, I had a grenade, right? I threw the grenade, but the boss threw the car at me, and the grenade jumped back, bro, and blew me up. Yo, dog, it was the most amazing moment in Dying Light the Beast. Like, it was crazy. So my question to you is, when it comes to the physics now, how does the physics impact the change in gameplay? In terms of nighttime, in terms of being able to be in the vehicles now and drive, how has the physics engine and just that part of the technology made the gameplay better and more dynamic, bro?
Absolutely. So the physics were always like the crucial part of Dying Light experience. Since the first one, the second one, but this is really the next level. So we have created a new physics engine for Dying Light the Beast. We have generally a new rendering, new engine for the game, and part of it is a new physics engine. So what we can do right now is we can super precisely analyze the shape of the enemy, so we kind of fully understand how his body is built. Another thing that we did on the player side is we have also changed how we apply the hits from players. So, like in previous games, I don't want to shit on them because, of course, they are classics and I love them as well. But we have improved the precision of strikes, twice. So, like, we can really basically up to the millimeter understand, analyze where the weapon is swinging. So then when we apply that hit to the enemy, that we know exactly how he looks like how the how the bones in his body are connected, we can play the best ragdolls, super realistic, and do stuff like you said, like those emergent moments, like someone throws a car at you, you throw a grenade, those crash and something happens. This is basically what Dying Light is about. That's why also when you play the game, each session is different. So definitely level up compared to previous games.
Wow, yeah, you leveled up a lot. So now we got to talk about the car. Yo, bro,
Yeah.
you got the car in there. So, yo, I was blown away by that. So now this leaves me with a major question now that the cars is involved, right? Now, a lot of games, especially like when you see like just horror games or survival games, period, they always got a lot of different type of game modes. You know, you got like rush mode with bosses and horde mode and stuff like that. Now that you got the car and the space is even that much more open world, has there been any like discussions with the team where it's like, what would be a good mode? Maybe like an escape mode or something like that, where you got to get away from all the zombies and stuff like that. Now, the reason why I asked this question is because I'm a big fan of that movie 28 Days Later. So if you remember 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, 28 Years Later, all this other stuff, I love those movies. It makes me think of Dying Light. So seeing the cars, I was like, yo, this would be something crazy. Talk to me. What can we do or what can we expect with the new car mechanic in this game, bro?
Oh, you asked about discussions, and we actually had a lot of crazy discussions. And actually, what I would like to do and would love to do, and hopefully this will happen at some day, I would like to see like a Dying Light Carmageddon, where it's just all about driving and smashing zombies. But Dying Light the Beast is not that. Like, don't get too crazy yet, because Dying Light the Beast, we want this to be a survival game. So, like, actually, you have to care about your car. Like, of course, you can smash zombies like crazy. And if you've seen our trailers, or when you play the game, when it launches on September 19th, you will see basically how much destruction you can do. You hit the bodies, they kind of jump or land on the hood. Everything is super realistic. But then, like, we wanted to keep it like really all about survival. So there are no crazy modes. I can spoil it to you. I can actually reveal that to you, because we didn't reveal that to anyone yet. There's one crazy guy who does those, I would say, like survival races, where you just race through the world and there are zombies jumping on you on the hood from behind the car. So like there is that a little bit of that craziness, but for Dying Light the Beast, it's actually quite serious survival experience. So no crazy modes on launch aside from the races that I just revealed, but a lot of very complex simulation of how the car works. What you drive in Dying Light the Beast is basically like this off-road pickup, heavy. It's built for terrain, so we have like swamps, hiking trails, mountains, off-roads like farmlands, also asphalt. So this is a car that's built to kind of conquer all of that terrain. So you can drive on it. It's like very complex physics. You see like every wheel is working, like the bumper is working. Sometimes it's hit by zombies, so then you have your bumper kind of hanging on the side of your car. All of that is simulated. Actually, the guy that was working on the car is a guy that has been working for us for many, many years. And back, like even before the first Dying Light, he was working on rally games for Techland. So he has like a lot of experience how to do really proper driving model. And you will get all of that. Now, when the game launches and we hear from players like you and like basically the millions that will get the game, we want more with the car. We want it to be even more crazy. And who knows what we'll do in the post-launch.
What? Yo, bro, do you understand what's about to happen? I don't even think you realize the impact that you're about to deliver to us. Like, this is crazy, son. So now I got another major question. I don't think you ever been asked this question, but I gotta ask it, seeing that the scale of Dying Light is so massive right now. So we've seen that they just showed off Resident Evil 9. Right?
Yes.
We already know how big Resident Evil is in the survival horror genre. My question to you, especially in this day and age of collaboration, right? One of the biggest things that we've seen in the gaming industry happened recently, bro, August 26th, where Helldivers came on Xbox and Gears of War came on PlayStation. Like, Who would have thought that? But it's real now. I always wanted this, but I got to ask the question, and I want to know what your thoughts is. But if there was a way where Dying Light, Techland could work with Capcom, Resident Evil, and bring Claire and Leon and Wesker, like all of them, into the world of Dying Light, but not only that, Mr. X, you know what I'm saying, all this other stuff. Like, how crazy would it be to see a Dying Light Resident Evil smash up. What are your thoughts on that? Would you do it if the opportunity presented itself?
Absolutely. If anyone from Capcom hears that, we need to make that happen, guys, because I think this is basically like it's a collaboration that every fan of zombie genre dreams of. I have a list of 3 of my most kind of favorite and like dream collaborations. The Resident Evil for sure. Mortal Kombat, because I think having Mortal Kombat characters in Dying Light fighting zombies, that would be super crazy. And then of course Assassin's Creed, because like it's a parkour game and it's like cool biggest parkour games connecting, something that could be really cool. And actually, like maybe something like that will happen. We are not stranger to collaborations. For Dying Light 2, we work, for example, with Payday or Walking Dead, which was super successful. So like the sky's the limit. Why not? And Resident Evil is definitely on top of my list.
Wow, that will break the internet, bro. Not just gaming. I'm talking about the internet. Like, period. Like, it'll break it. Like, it'll be that crazy. So now another question I got for you, and this goes down to like accessibility options, because I'm seeing that's a much bigger thing. So one of the things, and I was actually talking with Sean Layden about this, the former president over at PlayStation. We was talking about how a lot of people aren't finishing games anymore like they used to. A lot of people aren't finishing games. And you got to think about it. We're in the age group where we the ones who grew up, on games. So now, we got kids and jobs and all this other stuff, so we may not have as much time. So accessibility options is becoming that much more important. Now, I'm a big fan. You remember Game Genie? Back in the day and stuff like that. So I'm a huge fan of Game Genie. And, bro, I'm a partner with Plitch. So I'm going to get front. I play a lot of games. I got infinite ammo, infinite money, all this other stuff. I just be having fun because I play games to have fun. So my question to you, man, when it comes to accessibility options, what's some of the things or new things that y'all are trying to not only get more people involved in the Dying Light game and the franchise, but also to get more people to stay on the game so they can complete it and enjoy the story that much more?
So first of all, you know what? I think Dying Light the Beast is a great game for those kinds of people because it's not a bloated game. Like there are games that you basically get hundreds of hours, but then you play them and you basically feel it's the same. I think Dying Light the Beast is not like that. We have an open world which is very dense with details. So basically everything that you see is a discovery. The main story is about 20 hours. Then there's like a bunch of additional side missions, narrative, stories, collectibles. I would say another 30 maybe. But then it's actually something that you can sit through a couple of evenings and enjoy it and basically finish the game before it starts getting kind of tiresome a little. So for sure, that's a accessible game. And I think it's also important because it tells a canon of our universe, of our world. Kyle Crane's story, what happened to him. We explained that. We also kind of set him somehow into the for the future. So we wanted players to actually finish that game. And by the way, Dying Light games have a very high percentage of the game being finished. I think it's about 60%. So it's definitely above the average. Wow. Now, when it comes to like straight accessibility options, one of our biggest, Dying Light General is a complex game, right? Because it's a first-person parkour, first-person melee combat, a lot of kind of features, takes on gameplay that aren't so popular. Like they aren't present in so many games. So it takes a little bit to get it. So of course there's like a lot of onboardings, tutorials, drawing you into the game. We introduce all of those systems step by step so you can learn them as you play them. Of course, if you are a hardcore Dying Light player and there are 50 million of them, you can jump straight in. You can basically deactivate the tutorials. You will get the game very quickly. But one of the biggest challenges that we are facing is motion sickness, because this is like a very dynamic game. First-person perspective, you see everything that happens in front of you, do jumps, rolls, etc. So we have introduced a number of kind of mini tweaks, mini systems. Basically, there's a switch in the menu which says like motion sickness safe mode. And then if you switch it, then we tweak a number of parameters just to make sure that the game is more accessible to you. There are no head bobbing, the camera shakes are softened. So it's actually, I think this is the aside from a number of very classic accessibility options, like, I don't know, size of the fonts, like monochromatic modes for the visuals. I think this is one of the most unique things that we had to do because of the characteristics of the game. But we are testing this with players who basically say us like hey, I have a motion sickness. I'm not sure I will be able to play the game. So basically, play test the game with those people, and it seems they are very, very satisfied with what we have done with those accessibility options. So yes, it's very important for us that everyone can jump in to Dying Light the Beast, because we also feel that this is the best Dying Light game. And so if you want to start your adventure with Dying Light, I would actually try to start with Dying Light the Beast. It's the most advanced technically, the most visually striking, the best character, Kyle Crane, like in his really powerful form. So you'll get lots of fun while playing this game.
So to wrap it up, whether you're revisiting classics or diving into new adventures, there's always something fresh in the world of gaming. Remember to stay true to your roots and keep gaming for real. This is the GOAT of the game, HipHopGamer, signing off from the 660. And remember, character is your currency. We out of here. Peace.